sweep you off your feet to supersize and grow your business. Sometimes we feel strong emotions such that it's hard to stand up. It's hard to remain standing. Sweep you off your feet is an idiom from the 19th century, and it usually has a lot to do with love. It usually means that you make such a favorable impression on someone that it's almost impossible for them to resist you. You affect them with so much enthusiasm and emotion that they're overcome, that it's hard to actually stand up. There's a lot of idioms like this. She's a knockout that make it seem like you're so wrapped up and carried away with emotions that you can't even stand up. They were blown away by each other. What's another one? He bowled her over. Now, how do you make an impression on somebody? And what does that have to do with growing and building the business that you want to create? The impression that you want to make on your customers is the number one way I can think of how we want to make our ideal customers, our clients, the people that we serve feel. Because guess what? As much as we hate to admit it, as human beings, each and every one of us, and I challenge you and dare you to argue with this, we buy based on emotion. Every single one of us make the decision to buy or not to buy based on emotion. And then we justify it with reason. I used to believe that I didn't do this and that I was so rational and so intellectual when it came to deciding anything and making choices and decisions about everything in my life, especially with respect to my business. But even my personal life, I thought, oh, I'm so rational about this. And lo and behold, when it came time to pick a partner, I did it 100% emotionally, and all of my rationality, all the reasons that I shouldn't marry a particular person, flew out the window because, of course, I was so in love. Now, I don't think he swept me off my feet, probably more the other way around, but he was the one I chose, and we know how that turned out, right? It doesn't always mean we make the best choice, especially when we're making decisions 100% based on emotion. Yet, that's how we buy. That's how our customers buy. That's how you buy. That's how I buy. As much as we like to think we don't, we absolutely do. I actually step back and observe my own behavior now as I'm watching a webinar or a presentation, someone else's challenge, and I notice the emotional triggers because they don't even, I think they're probably doing it on purpose, but I'm stepping back and saying, well, how are they doing this? What are they saying? What little heartstrings are they pushing to get me to want to purchase and buy their products and services? And it's always an emotional thing. It isn't buy this because it's the best, and some still say sell by benefits, but guess what? That's not as effective. So more and more people are understanding that we buy based on emotion, therefore they're going to sell to us based on emotion. How many years of AT&T commercials, phone your mom, phone your grandma, and tear-jerking commercials have we watched and when we were younger and commercials were the big thing, that are all playing on emotions. Advertisers have known this for decades, if not at least a century, that they need to play to our emotions in order to trigger the buying decision within us. We need to do the same things in our organization, but we need to do it in an ethical way that ensures that we're attracting the people that our product or service is for them. It is actually in their best interest. So what emotional what experiences and what emotional experiences are you creating for your customers as they do business with you, as they interact with you, as they interact with every aspect of your product or service? The customer experience, it's becoming bigger and bigger and more important. But I know when I was running my Italian food business, I didn't really think about the customer experience at all, and that is probably a huge outage and a huge mistake that I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't even know to consider the customer experience. But now that we do know better, we want to be sweeping our customers off their feet. Our ideal customers, not everybody, just the people that our products and services are perfect for. We want to provide such amazing service, such an amazing experience that they don't want to go to anyone else because they know that we got them, we got their back. We are going to do whatever we can to make sure they have a great experience with us. Now, if you do that, guess what? You have no competition, because there are so many businesses out there, so many different businesses out there that do not do that, that do not care. Have you interacted with your insurance company lately? How about your cell phone provider or your cable service if you still have cable, or your internet provider? Boy, they have a lot to learn about customer experience and customer care in a lot of industries. You know, even the medical industry. Oh my gosh, you know, you're sick, you go to the doctor, and it's not always a great experience, right? So, love to know your stories about being swept off your feet by not just in your business. I mean, business partners, when they want to do business with you, they will sweep you off your feet. The whole Dream 100 concept of building relationships with the people you want to partner with and do businesses with, that's all about sweeping them off their feet. And in a lot of instances, it's about giving gifts and about sending things to get their attention. So, love this idiom. Obviously, I'm all excited about it because there's so many ways we can use it in positive ways to build and create and supersize the business that we want, to create the impact that you want to have in the world, that I want to have in the world. Love to know your experience with it. Share in the comments below. And I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where the heck did it come from? How long has it been impacting us? And if not us, maybe the people that we work with or engage with as we're building and growing our business. If there's an idiom you'd like to know the meaning of, hit me up in the comments below, and I would love to research it and look it up. I don't know why. It's just a fun little side project for me that I started hundreds of days ago now, actually over 480 days ago now, just for the fun of it, and I just keep doing it because it allows me to think outside the box, to think differently, to look at things that I may have on the sideline or a subconscious level been being impacted by that I didn't even realize. And so if that has that impact on me, I think it might help other people as well. All right, have an absolutely amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.